Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. As of right now, we have 53 participants on the line. Make sure that you reach out to your team. We don't want any ICMs left behind. These trainings are such a wonderful way to start your morning, Monday through Thursday, with some motivation and some tips and tricks from people who are really killing it in this business. Today, we get to learn from Wanda Carrasquillo. She is a wonderful individual who has stepped up to share with us on Thursdays her thoughts on personal development, and she has been so successful with this business, so she's absolutely someone that we want to listen to and take notes from. And today we get to learn from her from Puerto Rico. She's actually in her hometown, Puerto Rico, or her home country rather. And I'd love to share some of her background. So Wanda, again, was born in Puerto Rico, and that's where she's training from today, so that's kind of cool. She has 2 master's degrees in education, and she accomplished that despite many life challenges. And in her career, she succeeded in many ways, only to an extent where she would hit a ceiling every time she attempted to reach higher. She spent most of her time trading hours for dollars, and on the side, Wanda was always looking for business opportunities. She has an entrepreneurial spirit, and back when she was attempting to start these businesses, she was never successful with the attempts before Renatus. So 3 years ago is when Wanda found Renatus, and she has now exceeded her income goals in less time and less effort because of the Renatus system. In her first 8 months alone, she earned 6 figures and has continued to do so each year after. That is awesome. She has now completed around 20 real estate transactions. She's a PIT team member, meaning she's a President's Advisory Council team member in training. That's a big deal. And she has built a large team of entrepreneurs, which allows them to succeed as she has. Because of her choice to become a real estate investor, her future is now brighter, and great things are to come in the years ahead. Good morning, Wanda. I'm excited. What do you have to share with us today?
Good morning, Keely. Thank you for that introduction. And I'm so excited today. I'm really, really excited. If you see that picture is different, I sent that one earlier to Keely. I said, I want to use this picture today because this morning I was just walking at the beach, doing my walk at the beach, and we are staying at the Caribe Hilton Hotel in San Juan, and it is just gorgeous. The temperature is perfect, the water is perfect, the sand, everything is like, the palm trees. And I just realized, that you create the life that you want. And yes, there are challenges, there are opposition, there is everything that you can imagine will come your way. But if you stay focused on your goal and actually in your target and on the vision of what you want to create, you can create it. So, and like I always said, it's nothing that you can do overnight. My success has now come in those first 8 months. Like I joined Renatus, and then I started just to study, and then after 3 months into my education, I lost my job, and I decided to do the marketing, and then I raised I got the 6-figure income in 8 months. That's awesome. But my true journey started many, many years ago. I was 16 when I started working, and I don't remember any time other than now that I don't necessarily work in a W2 job, because at times I have 2 or 3 jobs to sustain my family and to raise my 3 children, one of whom was a special needs child. So you can imagine, as a single mother with 3 children and 1 special need. So it wasn't easy. There were times in which I didn't have any money for Christmas. I remember a particular Christmas in which I only have $20. And I go to the dollar store, and I look at the little toys, and I said, do I put gas on my car, or do I buy $1 toy for each one? And I left deciding I need to put gas and with tears on my eyes. So those are things that you that I lived and but my target was there. I know I wanted to do better in life. I went to school. I tried to follow the 40-40 plan. Like my parents always said, just get a good education and get a nice job. I did that. But I always try harder to get to a higher level and nothing. Yes, I get to a ceiling and then I have to move to another job to hit another ceiling and move another job to hit another ceiling because when you get to the top of the income ladder, then you don't get any more. For more that you make efforts, that's it. And that's the reality of a W-2 job. But I realized that I always have that dream in my back of my head. I wanted to be free. I wanted to enjoy my life and my lifestyle. That I'm a director, validator, so I mostly travel is my passion. I just I can live honestly on an airplane, and I love to enjoy places. I don't necessarily like going to museums and stuff like that, but I like to go and live with people, like see other cultures and see other countries and see how they live, and 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 enjoy different atmospheres in different countries. So, and I've been able to get to that point because I designed that. It was, it is still on my mind always. And today I had an experience. I I arrived and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning when I arrived to the hotel, and the room is not ready yet. And then I asked if if there's any room available, and yes, there was a room available, but that room was one that didn't have an ocean view, and I want to enjoy my ocean view. So the one that they originally assigned me is in the 17th floor with ocean view, and I was not going to trade that one for a lower level with no view. So I decided to wait, and that moment I said, I can be over here like frustrated because I can get in a room. I know check-in is later at 4, but it's you either accept your reality, shift and redirect to accept the situations that you are in, work with that, and like Woody said, you reassociate. So basically I said, I need to rest. So I told the girl, well, I'm going to just, sit on one of those nice couches at the lobby. And I put my head back and I slept for a little bit. Then I woke up and it was already daylight. And I like, oh, the beach is so beautiful. I'm going to do my walk outside. So I went outside and enjoyed it. So I redirected my energy into the reassociation. And this weight has not been bad because I have redirect and reassociate the things that I wanted to do and accomplish and do my morning routine and continue on with my target. And I have not yet checked into the room yet, but I have been able to enjoy this moment because I reassociated the time. I reassociated the time. And that's what I want to encourage you. When you have a target, when you have um, your vision so clear, like my target today, I want to get into that room at 4 o'clock, maybe a little earlier if it's ready. I will check back later on and see if it's ready. Okay, so I will get into the room. But that's my target. I want to be in that room. All these hours waiting from 5 o'clock in the morning until 4, I could be creating a miserable time in my life, or I can be creating an amazing time of my life. And I decided I'm going to create an amazing time of my life. And I create my lifestyle because I know where I'm going. I know at 4 o'clock I get the key and I'm gonna enjoy that room and the view and everything, right? And but I decided, okay, I walk, I look at all the stores in the hotel, I took my pictures, I did videos, and now I'm at the mall and I'm just enjoying it. I just ate some beautiful, delicious um, traditional food. It's just amazing, amazing. So my vision to you, or my word to you now is set your vision. And we talk about in the other calls prior when we started the year. This is the last Thursday of January. So basically 5 weeks in January already gone. This year is flying. Okay? But you know where is your vision? Are you focusing directly into that vision to accomplish what you want and create what you want? Because creation needs action. I'm sorry. So when you want to create something, you need to put that into action. If I want to if I want to be a 7 income figure, I need to double my efforts because things are not going to be necessarily easy, but they're going to come. They're going to come as you progress and you continue to create in your favor. And that is amazing. You can just redirect and shift all your energy into something that you can produce for good, the things that you need to do to come and make it reality. So your dreams can be reality because you are going to create them. You are going to put that effort into the manifestation, not only manifesting it, but creating it. It's up to you what you really do in your life because it's in your hand. Once you have that vision, you do it. Again, going back to this, all these waiting hours, I could be sitting at the lobby just with, you know, a, a bad hair day, kind of, or like I'm doing. I'm just redirecting my energy into creating something amazing to finally get to my ending target and result. That is, I'm gonna be in that amazing room with a perfect view, ocean view, and everything, and enjoying my friends. And they taking pictures of me now. But we are creating a massive, massive um, in our life because you design it. You design that. Also, I want to talk about no matter what situation you have in front of you, you are the only one who are going to define how that situation is going to affect you. Several years ago, my son, who was the special child that I mentioned at the beginning of the call, he got sick, okay? And his was like to term, he was going to pass. So I didn't know how long he was going to be here any longer. And I had to reassociate the things that I was doing and define my happiness in a different way. So for a year, we were in and out of the hospital and straight 15 days or something for the whole year. That whole year, like in and out of the hospital for 10 days now, 15 days later, 5 more days, and in and out. And then he passed. He passed away. It's going to be in June 27 this year. It's going to be 7 years ago. But during that moment, I defined it and I created my life around him, creating memories, right? So that what it gave me was the opportunity to get closer to him and to be a different person, to learn from him, even though he didn't know how to talk and he didn't know how to walk correctly and stuff like that. I got a connection with him to understand life in different ways and in different meanings. And that is powerful because even though it was a very difficult situation, it was probably the hardest things I ever have gone through my life, which is losing my child, my only boy. I have two other there. Um, that was like, like really, really, really difficult for me. And I was able to turn that around and say, I'm going to enjoy this moment with him to the fullest. And even though most of the time we were inside the house without going anywhere, I defined it that was my happiness. I didn't have to complain and say, "Oh my God, I'm here." No, this was a memorable moment for me, and the whole year was amazing for us until the moment that he left. But I defined it that because I knew the target, I knew where he was going, I knew everything that was going to happen, and I was getting ready for everything that it was in front of me, and in a positive way, I put it into that perspective of creating for good. Okay, so it's the same thing with these hours of waiting. Is anything that happens into your life, and you probably have heard me saying this. I took the word problem out of my vocabulary. I don't have any problems. I have solutions, and I have situations, and those situations allow me to get closer to my God and learn and to grow as well. So, what are the situations that you have in your life? So I want you to start thinking, what are those situations? What are the things that you need to shift and redirect to start creating in a positive way? How is your business going right now? Are you where you need to be? Are you where you desire to be? Are you making the money that will give you the lifestyle and the time that you need to create the lifestyle that you want and be anywhere, anytime, wherever you want to be? Or are you stuck in your W2 job yet still because you don't know how to get out? Well, you have the tools, we have the knowledge, we have this beautiful education. And I like the video that Kelly selected for Bob Snyder because we have a beautiful education and we can have massive income, put it into passive income with fix and flip and all the strategies that we know in our education. And we know how to create money. We know how to make money, right? You know, I, what is stopping you? So that's the question. And how can I reassociate the things that are stopping me to move ahead in the right direction to create the life that I want? Those are the questions I want you to start asking now. Where am I? Where I'm going to be? And what are the things that I need to reassociate and shift and redirect to create and find what I want and what I desire? This is the training. I want to encourage you to take the tools, take the knowledge that you have, take everything that doesn't serve you out of the way, and begin to create the lifestyle that you deserve. Thank you, Kelly. That is my training today, and I hope it's valuable for everybody and that you can take a little bit of action into creating the lifestyle that you want. Back to you, Kelly.
Thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate you spending time with us this morning, especially while you're out and about in Puerto Rico. Have a safe and fun trip. Thank you so much again for this training. Very powerful to be solution oriented and to take charge of our business and to change what we don't like. Or if it's not going well for us, it's up to us. So again, fabulous training. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kelly. And actually, over here we are having this this trip is a business trip because we have Woody coming up, and he's going to train us. And Rob Sperry is down here; he's going to train us. So it's going to be an amazing weekend. So
What?
all of you, yes, this is
That's
the
awesome.
summer. It's called Winter Summit, and we are with Richard Stock and Woody, and we're going to have a blast. So many of us from Renatos are down here.
Oh,
So
awesome. We'll
yeah,
have so much
yeah,
fun. I'm excited to see pictures and to hear about
yeah.
it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you, Philly. Bye
Yes,
bye.
you're welcome. Take care, everybody. Have an awesome weekend. Bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye.